Here's a best. Lost in the shadows of the Alex Smith return was this beautiful Jared Goff spike. And that's exactly why you do not draft a quarterback with small hands. He will embarrass you after scoring touchdowns and winning you games. Glad to see that the only one who can still beat Goff is his right hand. Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am your football rubber, Brandon Perna, and today I will recap as much of NFL Sunday football as possible in one YouTube video by taking a look at the best and worst from the weekend. I'll hand out some BDP awards for top performers and touch on that extremely impressive win by the Seahawks on Sunday Night Football. Whew, it's good sports. You've made a lot of bad decisions in your life. Why not make another and subscribe to this YouTube channel? Today's episode is sponsored by manscaped.com/goodsports, the company that's accelerating their body grooming dominance with the Performance Package, which now includes the Weed Whacker to clean the shrubbery protruding from your nostrils and even your ears. The Weed Whacker is the only nose hair trimmer on the market with a cordless, rechargeable lithium-ion battery that lasts for up to 90 minutes of use. I'm no nose doctor, but if it takes you more than 90 minutes to trim your nose hairs, you might have a serious medical condition and should seek help yesterday. Unlike your pubes, there's no hiding nose hairs that get too long. And if your nose hairs are too long, how can you smell your pubes? So take 20% off of your nose hairs with the Weed Whacker and 20% off of the price of the Performance Package when you use my discount link below, manscaped.com/goodsports, which also includes free shipping. What a deal! All right, buckaroos. Once again, we had a bizarre week in NFL football thanks to more positive COVID tests and the league canceling the Broncos-Patriots game, saying fuck your bye week, and scrambling the rest of the schedule like eggs. But at least on Sunday, we got a slate of 11 games and some pretty good contests. And now the segment giving Good Morning Football nightmares best and worst. Best, the Chiefs lost for the first time in 336 days. Not only did they lose, they got smoked at home by the Raiders. It's too bad it had to be the Raiders that ended that streak, but I'll take it. Derek Carr was launching the ball like we haven't seen in years, including a bomb to Henry Ruggs, who averaged 59 yards a catch. Sure, he only had 2, but great average. Hunter Renfrow had a long reception. Hell, even Devontae Booker ripped off a 43-yard run. This was an impressive win from the Raiders, but according to Travis Kelce, who put up over 100 yards and a touchdown, the loss was all of his fault. A lot of things are your fault, Travis. Worst, Patrick Mahomes will be filleted no matter how poorly he plays. Ian Eagle managed to lose his shit a couple times when Mahomes made a couple nice plays, but radio silence when he lost the game on his fourth quarter interception. This is what it sounds like though when you set the audio from Ian Eagle ruining the inside of his slacks to Mahomes missing passes.
Mahomes avoids, throws! He's a magician! Patrick Mahomes! It defies physics!
Best. Excited Mark Davis pointing with enthusiasm after a Raiders interception. Just like he spotted a new dish at P.F. Chang's. Worst, I have to say something nice about the Raiders. That's about as hard as picking a favorite Axis power from World War II. Yes, it was Italy, but that's because I've been banned from Japan for my criticism of Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, and Karate Kid 2. But I digress. Derek Carr must have fueled up with premium gas, averaging 11.2 yards per pass, and out-dueling Mahomes for more passing yards and more passing touchdowns. Best, the Panthers. This team started out 0-2, and now all of a sudden they're 3-2. You have to give a ton of credit to new head coach Matt Rule, Teddy Bridgewater, and Robbie Anderson for winning 3 straight games without their best GQ model Christian McCaffrey. Just wait until he gets back. Worst, the Falcons fired head coach Dan Quinn, Medicine Man, and GM Thomas Dimitroff before Adam Wayne Gacy was fired. They really didn't waste any time either, firing Quinn with about 30 minutes left in the game. This Falcons team is one of the most frustrating football teams I've ever watched. There's way too much talent there to be this bad, and hopefully their next head coach can figure it out. Probably not interim head coach Raheem Morris, the world's most important job where literally nothing is expected of you. Knowing how well Morris had that defense playing, I see nothing but good here. Worst, the Lakers became the first team in NBA history to win Disney World. Best, it was just not a good day for Quinns. The Lakers team bus left point guard Quinn Cook at the Bubble Arena after the big win.
Oh, we left QC, bro. Hey, yo, QC said tell him to come back and get him, yo.
Normally that's not a big deal, but when you have to navigate walking alone at night through the Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach, that's a terrifying way to be rewarded for doing nothing and winning a championship. Worst, Dak's foot bent 90 degrees in the wrong direction in the third quarter of the Cowboys game against the Giants. Tony Romo was feeling awfully optimistic at first, hoping it was just a cramp, while his foot was dangling and facing a different cardinal direction than the rest of his body. Keen eye, Tony. Dak had surgery last night to repair his compound ankle fracture, while Andy Dalton helped carry the Cowboys to a win over the Giants. Now, I don't think the NFL actually has an America's team, but I think everyone in America is pulling for Dak to make a full recovery and get back on the field one day as soon as he can. Best, we found out what it would look like if every NFL star ate like an offensive lineman. We've got PB and JJ Watt, Derek Carr, Patrick Mahomes style fries, and my favorite, Fat Thew Stafford. Now, if you don't think Will Keys and I are going to make a full video on these behemoth-sized NFL quarterbacks and stars as a follow-up to our NFL QBs as women video, you'd be very wrong. That is coming soon. Best, Miles Sanders and Travis Fulgham make the Eagles look like a real football team for the first time this season. It still didn't save them from losing to the undefeated Steelers and losing their grip on the NFC East at the same time, which of course the Cowboys clinched with their second win of the year. But it looks like they've got an offense finally. Worst, the Colts experienced vintage Phillip Rivers in their loss to Cleveland. One of the most boneheaded pick sixes I've seen out of Phil, as Harrison really turned the corner on you there, Rivers. Plus, another beautiful late throw over the middle picked by Sheldrick Redwine, who had just entered the game before that play. Usually, you want to let your red wine age before you allow it to make you look like a drunk housewife of Indy Hills. Cheese, steak, Vicodin. Those are things you pair with red wine, Phillip, not interceptions. Certainly not safeties either, Phil. Best, the gods of the doink have smiled upon Cody Parkey. They said, you know what, we put you through enough already, and allowed his game-clinching field goal to
Karen
off of the left upright and pass through. Great win for the Browns as they improved to 4-1, and it's starting to feel like they have the right guy in Kevin Stefanski. Parkey's look of relief, though, after the doink, priceless. Best, Jarvis Landry became just one of 5 players in NFL history to have multiple catches in 100 straight games. He's also never missed a game. Bless him. Worst, the NOLA Saints are teaching receiver Michael Thomas a real lesson by benching him for Monday Night Football, a game he arguably shouldn't have been playing in anyway while his high ankle sprain continues to heal. The Saints were like, we will not accept you punching your teammates. And to prove to you just how serious we are, Michael, we are going to continue to not let you play while injured. Now, part of me wishes Thomas just broke his hand punching his own teammate. I'm a firm believer in instant karma. Michael, this is step one towards becoming Antonio Brown, so maybe try stepping in a different direction. Don't forget to stretch, kids. And I wonder why I don't get more subscribers. And now the awards that bring prestige to your pantaloons. The Big Dick Player Awards. Oh, first, Ryan Fitzpatrick is never going to let the Dolphins start Tua, is he? Fitzmagic threw for 3 touchdowns and 350 yards in the Dolphins' 43-17 road upset against the Niners. Only 6 incompletions, and most importantly, 0 turnovers. Also, 3,000 completions for Fitz on his career. The Dolphins kicker, Jason Sanders, also nailed all 5 of his field goal attempts, including 1 from 50. So honestly, I'm glad the Broncos aren't playing the Dolphins this week because they are about to catch Fitz in his hottest stretch so far. Another huge break for the Broncos this season. Also, I have to give the Dolphins Twitter account a best for their defensive highlights package.
Garoppolo under pressure. No, sir. Garoppolo. No, sir. Another deep drop. Garoppolo in trouble. No, sir.
Yes, sir. Fitzpatrick, you earned that Big Dick Player Award. The receiver to get it? Chase Claypool, who found the end zone 4 times in his rookie breakout game. 1968 was the last time a Steeler scored 4 touchdowns in a game, back when you had to dodge the uprights on the goal line. Claypool has officially earned the nickname Mapletron, and is a major reason the Steelers are off to their first 4-0 start since 1979. Chase Claypool could have had 0 catches and still won this very award for his legendary Tom Brady troll job on Twitter. Love it, Chase. Then we've got Mike Davis getting the Big Dick Player Award. Now, Davis wasn't spectacular this week, but he's the big dick ball carrier for filling in more than admirably for Christian McCaffrey the last few weeks. 149 combined yards and a touchdown in Carolina's win over the Falcons, plus a touchdown last week against the Cardinals. He's been holding down the fort, and he deserves touches even when McCaffrey is back in the lineup. That'll be a real nice 1-2 punch. Finally, our Big Dick Defender of the Week goes to the Ravens rookie linebacker Patrick Quinn, who made his LSU teammate Joe Burrow's life hell for 60 minutes. Quinn sacked Burrow, forced a fumble, and also recovered a fumble, 53 yards for a touchdown. The biggest Quinn dick since that fucker Brian May killed the Sacha Baron Cohen as Freddie Mercury biopic. King Burrow was bested by his queen, and the Bengals appear to be David Carring their #1 overall pick. Joe Burrow was sacked 7 times by the Ravens and put up 0 points in the process. Nice win by Baltimore, but holy shit do I feel bad for Jose Burrow, who's getting turned into a human piñata by his shitty offensive line. And finally, one last thing, but this is the Seahawks Sunday Night Football win. It's the Seahawks, I say. We can call them the Seahawks when they lose to the Packers in the AFC Championship game. It was a hard-fought game by both Seattle and Minnesota, but the Seahawks won on a Russell Wilson to DK Metcalf touchdown with 15 seconds left. Even more impressive considering Russ doesn't even speak English. How does he call plays? This was an incredible finish, and a lot of people are going to pile on Mike Zimmer for his decision to go for it on 4th and 1 up 5 rather than kick a field goal and make it an 8-point game. Now, I'm no nerd, and I don't care about the math, because I'm no math guy, but I think picking up 1 yard is a safer bet than stopping Russell Wilson 8 points or 5. It just doesn't matter. Decision making is always about the process rather than the result. And I think the Vikings made the right choice and got the wrong result, which was getting stuffed on 4th down, considering how well they had been running the ball up to that point. And let's not forget how impressive of a win this was for Seattle. Russell Wilson didn't put up the gaudy numbers like we've seen earlier this year, but he put together a just incredible second half after being shut out in the first, an even more incredible last-minute drive, converting on 4th and 10, where the Vikings defender misjudged the ball more poorly than Ian Rappaport misjudges a ball ad on Instagram, and then converts on 4th and goal, both times to DK Metcalf. The Seahawks are 5-0 and vying with the Packers for the best team in the NFC. And for all of you haters out there who keep saying Pete Carroll doesn't even know how many quarters are in a football game,
Can you win the game in the second quarter? No! Can you win the game in the third quarter? No! Can you win the game in the fourth quarter?
I say he does know. He can count, fuckers. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Make sure you check out my tribute to Alex Smith and his return to the football field. And Jesus, I hope I get to do the same thing for Dak Prescott, hopefully next season. That's being optimistic, but speedy recovery, Dak.